What's up, comic fans, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. Books. My light's in the picture. Meant to back that up. Oh well, it's gonna be there all night. Shoot me, just Blaine, shoot me. Joe talking about comic preview he threw out, DC Connect. DC goes all in. I have to check to see if I have that one, but I don't think I ever picked it up because I had heard about the Absolute Batman, and I thought he was utterly ridiculous with the bat axe and all that stuff. So I chose not to invest in that. Now I'm like, oh, probably should have. I still bought all the books though, so I have like the all-in comic. Camera's a little crooked. All right, straighten it out a little bit. You see, there's a mess here. Still working on the room. Pile of comics over there. Stuff up there. At least there's some slabs on the wall. Watching Keep Calm and Collect with 22 comics on the side over here. Today, what do we got planned? We're gonna remember to talk about the 1K giveaway. What else? We have the Marvel Superheroes Play Boosters. We'll open up a couple of packs tonight there. I did open up these. If you want to check the video, this is the gift bundle. Comes with a collector booster. Okay, I got that for about $90 at GameStop. Let's see. We're gonna do a hashtag over here. Robert, what's up? Robert Pops Gramps Springs. 1969 in the house. What is up today? How are we doing on this fine Monday? It's a great Monday. It's a great Monday to be alive. Yeah, so as soon as I'm done watching 22 stream over here, we're going to open up some Marvel superhero packs. Because why not? It's comic book related. I get it. It says magic. I'm not hating on that. I think it's cool. It's like opening up Marvel cards, except you can actually play a game with them. All right. Just watching Monday Night Raw. There we go. I meant to put on Monday Night Raw. I had it on a little earlier, but Netflix had one of those like 1 of 7 commercial things up, and I was like, you know what? I am not watching 7 ads just to see Monday Night Raw. So I swapped the channel. Then it's even swapped it. I stayed on Netflix and I started watching Avatar, The Last Airbender, not the James Cameron blue people film. But yeah, it was. I didn't watch Monday Night Raw. I should get back into watching it. Anyway, we got comics. And then we got more comics. And then we got more comics. Let's keep going through this box named T until I finish seeing what 22 has to say. We got some Thor here. Doctor Strange versus Blood Axe, the mighty Thor. Odin Amok. He's down, and it's a newsie. So we're in the Thor segment right now. What else? Looks like we got some Dan Abnett. Chadland? Cliff Landing? I forget the artist. This is Thor 620. It's a 0.1. Marvel was doing the 0.1s to indicate a good jumping on spot if you were like new to the series. So before they started rebooting everything to 1, they were like, here's a 0.1. Try to jump on. And big news from Marvel, they are moving their offices from New York City to California. So that's kind of disappointing because it was always cool to know that Marvel was here in the city, right? In New York City. But now they are leaving they're going to go join DC out there in California. It's sparking some rumors that that move is contingent on a merger too. That Marvel and DC at some point may merge. If they did, that'd be crazy. Marvel and DC merging. Forget about it. That is something I don't think anybody ever thought they would see. But you never know. Kenneth Bird is in the house. What is up, Birdman? Birdman. Let's give Birdman some time to shine. Yeah, so imagine that. Marvel and DC merging. That's some crazy stuff. We got Thor 700 Part 1, a 50-page Asgardian epic, as chronicled by Jason Aaron, Russell Dowderman, Walter Simonson, Daniel Lacuna, and a lot more. James Harren, Becky Cloonan, Chris Burnham. The list goes on and on and on. Yeah, we had this is kind of the start, I think, of Jason Aaron's run with Thor. Where is my woman? Where is my super suit? Just need some scotch tape. Kind of tape the back of this. Not a self-sealing bag. Glad you guys could be here to watch me do some housekeeping. What else? We got Thor 701. Yes. Sorry to hear that, Kenneth. Saw that on 22's channel too. Yeah, that is sad news. It's always hard to lose a friend and have no misgivings about anything. Like a dog is your best friend, especially when you have one. So yeah, sorry to hear that. 14 years for Lab. They lived a pretty good life. You know, it's crazy to think about dogs, right? Because 1 year is like 7 years in their lifetime, which means one day is almost a week for them. And congratulations, Joe, on winning a duck on 22's channel. Um, yeah, so sad news, but I'm glad you had 14 good years with your pups. Love this run, right? Uh, the Mighty Thor 701. I love the artwork was actually really good in this too. The covers were dope. Yeah, I thought Jason Aaron did a really good job. So I think it's probably the best work that that Jason Aaron's done in a really long time. What else we got? We got 702. So I found out an interesting thing about my Wi-Fi. When I close the door to my room, my Wi-Fi goes down in my office here. So I'm like, is my door made of lead? Like, what is happening there? Here we go, 703. And I bought most of this collection during the time when they didn't have resealable bags. So here we are, just resealing them. like to thank everybody who gives me a heartfelt wish about my pet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Of course, Kenneth. Like that's me repeating myself because the the stream has jumped to here. And what's up? What's up? What's up to 22 comics and whoever migrated over here? I appreciate you guys stopping by. We're just looking at some Thor books, some Thor covers from the Jason Aaron run. And sending our condolences to Kenneth, who lost one of his dear friends, his golden retriever, his buddy of 14 years. And that's unfortunately, that's the bad part about being a pet owner. Not every pet, but most pets will not live your lifetime. You will outlive them, barring accidents or diseases. So that's like kind of the sad thing is that, but also a cool thing, because dogs give you so much in such a short period of time. And I sometimes I wonder if it's because they know they only have a short amount of time, so they give you so much. I don't know. It's an interesting thing to ponder. I remember my really good friend had a dog called Colston, and I knew Colston since he was a puppy. And he knew me as Uncle Will and also Uncle Treat. So you can go say, go see Uncle Will, and he would come over to me. Or you would say, go see Uncle Treat, and he would also come over to me. But he really was my friend every time I came over to visit. We were in it through thick and thin. We were like thieves in the night. Anyway, I was with him actually the night before he passed away, or the day and night before he passed away. Just hanging over at my friend's house, and decided to go home. I could have hung out there. I've spent many nights at my friend's house, just crashing there. But went home. But I just remember that whole day, Colston would not leave my side, and he was an older dog, but he had some extra energy that day. He played around, jumped on me, just kept nuzzling me. I kept giving him pets, and we had like a really good day. And then the next day he was gone. But I think he knew what was coming, and so that was his way of saying bye. Was we just got to have one last day hanging out together, and kind of honored that he would choose me to hang out with on his last day. But yeah, I just remember him being extra. I don't even want to say needy, just wanting my attention, and making sure like we had a connection, So it was a cool thing to experience. So, all right, before I get all misty-eyed over here, let's keep it keep the ball rolling. So those were some Thors, Jason Aaron Thors. So we have more Jason Aaron Thors, but I do want to pause on the comics for a second. And I want to move to, because I've been waiting all day for these, Marvel superheroes. All right. And you know what? Let's go ahead and give away a duck. I'm going to do the duck thing. And this is from a previous stream. But I think what we're going to do, guys, is hashtag Kick Joe. So thank you for being here, everybody. Go ahead and put in hashtag Kick Joe for your chance at winning a duck. And I tell you what, I'm leaving for work to go out of town next Monday. So we will be running, I think we will be running July's duck race a little late. So who knows? We may have less ducks this month. We may have more because I go a little bit crazy with giving out the ducks. I don't know. We'll see. But go ahead and put in hashtag Kick Joe for your chance at a duck. Hashtag Kick Joe. Oh, man. All right. We are cracking open this pack. And I'll give you guys a chance to put in the hashtag. We'll take a look at these cards now. In the back, there's usually a token. Here we've got the we got a clue token, and we got a Wakandan soldier. And then usually there's a land card in the back. So here's a land card. This one happens to be the Avengers Hangar. Not bad, pretty cool. This is actually, I believe, a basic land card. So you can find this in not every pack, but you will find that more often than not in your packs. All right. So let's see, what do we have here? Hero in training. What we got there? All right. These will be common cards in the front. Bold biochemist. Let's see. Come on, camera. There you go. I know if I turn on the light, sometimes it helps. We have Kingpin's Enforcers. Let's see. Let's turn on the light. Boom. See, now everything's going to be shiny, though. All right, what do we got here? Super Speed. I got some dinosaurs. Savage Land dinosaur. What do we got here? Repulsor Blast. Little Iron Man action. Ooh, this is uncommon card, but that's full or borderless art or full card art. Blazing Crescendo. All right. Let's see another uncommon card. Iron Fist, Living Weapon. Night Nurse. What's up, Night Nurse? Got like a land here. Oh. This is another uncommon. Villainous Hideout. What's up, Bobby? Bobby in the house. Bobby Delegato. Oh, we got some more. Look at this. Look at all this borderless art. Arnim Zola. Biofanatic. That's an uncommon. This is a rare card. This should be Ironheart, Clever Champion. First time I've seen that one. And then this is the foily card. Let's see. See the shiny? Shiny, shiny. This is a common card. This is Undercover Scroll. But it's a shiny foil card. More often than not, you will get a common foil or uncommon foil. Occasionally, you will get a rare foil card in this. If you get a rare foil card, those usually tend to be worth a little bit extra. Foil cards in general get 5 to 10 cents more per card, unless it's a really rare card. All right. Go ahead and enter hashtag KickJoe for your chance to win a duck for next. Well, for this month's drawing next month. And Joe knows why we're kicking him. Don't worry, guys. We're not being facetious. And those were some kind words, by the way, Joe. Kenneth, in case you guys didn't know, lost his pups of 14 years. So that is something that it's hard. It's hard when you lose your puppy, because that's like your best friend, right? All right, let's see. Let's quickly do some roundups while I have everybody here. We're going to start off with the Black Order Comic Club. Just want to promote the fundraiser they're doing. A bunch of the brothers are out in California, so they're attending San Diego Comic-Con, so that's some stuff here. But there are charity raffles going on, guys. The U.S. and in Canada for, the raffle. Basically, there's a bunch of stuff that's been put in a prize pool. You buy raffles, and then if your raffle's drawn, you win. Kind of like when you go to one of those parties where you just put your raffle tickets in a bucket and they pull them and you get different prizes. Anyway, that's the thing. 2 prize win per person, in case, all the details are in there. But the 100% of the proceeds goes to cancer research. So, and then here's just some of the prizes that are up for grabs. Some really cool slabs, some autograph stuff, just really cool stuff in there. So go ahead, give it a look. If you can, donate some money. Again, know that 100% of your donation goes to the American Cancer Society. And that's it for that. And this is for breast cancer awareness as well. Let's go ahead and draw. Let's go ahead and draw the KickJoe. Raffles have ridges. I see what you did there, Bobby. Oh, believe me, I know why everybody wants to kick me right now. I'm fashionably late tonight. What's up, Dagger? Hashtag KickJoe. Got it in just in time. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's spin that round and round it goes. Where it stops. Hey, StreamYard knows. Oh, congratulations, Robert. So Robert Pops Gramps Spring gets his second duck of the month. Robert would like to thank the Academy for very cool, very cool, very cool. Another thing that's out right now, guys, the CBCS Awards, right? Those are up. Nominations are up. The CBC Awards, excuse me, I think I said the CBCS Awards. I don't know. That's a whole different website. Let's see. Here it is. All right. So the CBC Awards, they're back. But Unfortunately, he was not. Anan Dagger was nowhere to be found during tonight's stream of Keep Calm and Collect with 22 comics. So he does not know what the past nor the future holds for you, Joe, the adventurous one. And congratulations to Pops. All right, so yeah, the CBC Awards are in town. This was 2 days ago, 2 weeks down, 3 weeks to go. You know, I just kind of started going boom, boom, boom on the channel. So I haven't really been asking since I moved. You know, the awards started around the same time I moved. So I'm just getting back in the groove. So I haven't been promoting too much on my end for nominations, but feel free to nominate me for Monday Night Raw books should you want to. Yeah, and that's what I got to say about that. But also feel free to nominate all of your fellow enjoyable YouTube personalities. Go out there. If anybody in here thinks they deserve a nomination, go ahead and put it in the chat. Let us know. Let us know. So that's that. Beep. That's all, folks. Dagger, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. All right, we're going to catch up on a few new books because I got to put those in bags and boards before they get all messed up. But we got Martian Manhunter number 11. That is the, I believe, penultimate issue. So Martian Manhunter wrapped up with issue number 12. This is issue number 11. Vote for all the beautiful beardos out there. Yes, I fit. I fit in that. Good to be seen. It is good to be seen with this beer. What else? We got Spawn 375. Todd McFarlane on this one. A lot of people working on this on 375. So Brett Booth doing some of the interior art. Matthew Rosenberg also on this book. Matthew Rosenberg's a really good writer. So him taking over Spawn actually, created a buzz. He's not, your typical like popcorn action guy. He's usually got a little bit of sophistication behind his writing. What else? We got Rat City 25. I want to say this was the last issue of Rat City. There was no more Rat City after this. So I just don't think it was doing well in sales, so they ended it. But 25 issues, solid run. I'd say coming to a dollar bin near you. So feel free to peruse the dollar bin for some Rat City. Puppy is not as coveted, man, but you deserve a ghetto award. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hard pressed to get the CBC award. I don't get me wrong. If I got one, would I enjoy it? Yeah, I'd go over here with my fantasy football trophies and stuff. It's cool to be recognized in one way or the other, but also the fact that I have certain people who keep coming back, right? Joffrey and you, Bobby, and Dagger and Joe, and even Robert, who stops by. Naman, who stops by every once in a while. Who else? I feel like I'm missing some people. I'm totally blanking. AR, who stops by, right? Aggressively relaxing, pops in every once in a while. Those guys, you guys, that's my award, is knowing you guys are going to come out. Is it Mouse City now? Right? That's my award, is having you guys come back all the time. So All right, Transformers number 33. As you can tell, none of these books, if you follow any of these series, you know these books aren't like super recent. These are within like the last month, so the last 2 months. I've got a lot of catching up to do. But I have been reading Detective Comics. I had a lot of catching up to do on that. And let me tell you, we're getting there slowly but surely. We got Mortal Thor. This is issue number 11. You know, Thor died, gets reincarnated, doesn't really know who he is. The funny thing is he's got a hammer attached to a rope. So, you know, kind of like Mjolnir, comes back to him when he throws it. So Al Ewing doing a pretty decent job on that. I like the series. What else? Action Comics, number 1099. Mark Waid working on this. I think Mark Waid is a phenomenal writer. He's been in the game for a long time, and I think he's really hit his stride recently. With that being said, these Superman tales he's telling don't really have anything to do with the current DC continuity. But if you ever want to read something that's not in the current DC continuity, then check out Action Comics. All right, we'll do one more new comic. We got Something That's Killing the Children, number 48. Issue 50 is coming out, I believe, in 3 weeks. And the cool, like these issues, like the last 30 issues have all been like backstories or prequel stories. With issue 50, we're getting back into the current time with Jessica Slaughter running away from the house and, you know, all the repercussions of her actions, of, you know, not following the order, the rules. So let's see. Yeah, my awards are waiting for me on the other side. Hey, that's a good way to think about it, Bobber. Live a good life and be rewarded. There we go. If I give out awards, everybody I follow in the comic book community and card community would get an award for being so cool and awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Robert. Thank you. There's a lot of cool cats out there, and a lot of people 10 times cooler than I am. Let's rip another pack. And then we will talk about what were we talking about? Maybe we'll talk about my 1K giveaway, which is clearly not happening now till August or September. I am sort of kind of thinking about postponing it to October because New York Comic Con is in October. And maybe when I give away that comic for being over 1,000 subs, I could also include some kind of New York Comic Con exclusive. I don't know. It's crossed my mind to think about it. So we'll see. But bam, take up your shield. Let's see, focus as we go through these cards. All right, and like I've been saying in the back, there's going to be a token. It's this one, treasure. And then there's going to be a land. Bam. Sometimes the land is actually a foil land, so that's a cool thing. So that's just AIM Labs. All right, so we got our land. And we got our token. What else we got? We got some of the hand over here, ninjas of the hand. And then we got some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Gotta find a comic where the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. take on hand. Let's see, what do we got here? Super Strength. And then we got a blue card of some sort. We got Atlantean Cavalry. Nice. Looks like a little Hulk stuff going on there. Hulk smash. Got that Black Panther coming through with the Vibranium Energy Dagger. Let's see. Punishing Punch. Titania punching She-Hulk in the face. Hulk gets smashed. Actually, I smashed that Hulk. Let's continue on. What do we got going on here? Kang, Temporal Tyrant. Rewards are not always required. Yes, but sometimes appreciated. October is the best month. Is that the new Marvel TCG? Yes, it is. Yes, this is the Marvel Superheroes Magic the Gathering TCG. Team Tactics. Noise. Ronin. Shadow. Some dude. Shadow Stalker. Nice. All right, let's see. This should be my rare card here. So what do we get? We got the Astonishing Ant-Man. So behind this card should be a foily card of some sort. Is it foil? It is foil. And it is a foil uncommon card. Tigra, Feline Fury. Cool beans. All right, we got one more pack to rip open tonight. 2 packs down. Let's do another duck. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and let's do hashtag Marvel TCG. And one day I swear I'll be faster with this. Cool artwork. Yeah, some of the artwork is dope on this. And they actually have like real comic artists on some of these. Let me see if I can find any of them. Like it tells you who the artist is on the bottom. So like Ben Harvey, who I've seen do some artwork. Let's see. In-Hyuk Lee. All right, so like this card here. Let me take off my glasses. This card here, that's In-Hyuk Lee on the art there. Kale No. This is Kale No. Annie Wu. I think CGC was doing a signing with Annie Wu. So, Annie Wu. She's old school. Right? And basically, I'm looking for guys I know, but there could be guys in here who I'm not familiar with who are also just comic book artists. This is Torrin Clark. That's right, Torrin Clark is on this one. So actual comic artists have worked on these cards too. So that's pretty cool. All right, if you put in that Marvel TCG, you're entered. Magic does a good job. At times, they do a good job. I feel like sometimes they exploit properties, and what I mean by that is like there's clearly like a price point that makes it affordable for all, and they kind of push a little bit past that, especially with like the licensed products. So Marvel, Ninja Turtles, Avatar, Final Fantasy, The Hobbit. You know, so gets a little expensive to try to get all the cards. Yo, bro, how's it going? Legion's in the house. You seen The Odyssey yet? I have not seen the greatest movie ever made yet. I've only seen all the hype, But happy the Legion of Comics could be in here. What's up, Mark? Yeah, you know what? I am one of those people who is the reason movies are struggling these days, because I have not been to the movie theater in a minute. And I have to get back to going, but I do want to see, and because I live in New York, and I'm not saying New York's the only place you can do it, but I do want to see the Odyssey with the IMAX experience that it was intended to be seen. So definitely want to hit that up and see the Odyssey. And I've heard nothing but good reviews about it. I think the New York Times had some good stuff to say about it. I think Christopher Nolan may be that guy, that dude directing in our generation, who years down the line they'll say he was our Martin Scorsese, our Francis Ford Coppola, our name it, our Steven Spielberg. You know, we had a Steven Spielberg during our time, so maybe not that. But yeah, he may just be that dude. He does things like the Odyssey has been done in pieces. I don't think it's ever been done as a whole, though. And there's just a economy to Christopher Nolan that allows him to do something like the Odyssey, right? The Odyssey should be, by all rights, a 4-hour movie or 5-hour in its completeness. And Christopher Nolan, I think, does it in, I think it was under 3 hours. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, it could be 3.5, but I thought it was 2 hours and change, almost 3 hours. But yes, short answer to your question is no, I have not seen the Odyssey yet. Long answer is I want to see the Odyssey. Everything is expensive these days. Oh, you're damn right. Everything is expensive these days. Insanely expensive. Yeah, man, IMAX is the way to go, but not needed. Okay, still epic for the price of one random ass exclusive comic. You can enjoy hours in the theater. It is true. It is true. A lot of entertainment to be had. And you know what? I am a sucker for a big ass bucket of movie theater popcorn. All right. And I don't even need the extra butter on it. I can eat it plain all day. Like, I don't even need, forget the extra stuff. If it's got it, I'll take a little bit of it. But yeah, give me that. Give me a big ass soda, refillable popcorn bucket, and stick me in a movie theater, and I could spend a long time in there. There you go. Yes, thank you. Just over 3. Okay. But still, like, he did the Odyssey in just over. You know what I mean? Like, and congratulations to Christopher Nolan on being able to do that. It's such a versatile guy too, like director, right? I think he's only had like one movie that kind of flopped, and that was pandemic movie. But man, like Dunkirk, he just manages to do. Batman did a trilogy, right? He did a superhero movies. Sheesh, the guy can do it all, like, So I'd like to see him tackle a rom-com, though. Let's see Christopher Nolan do that. It'd be the most epic rom-com ever. Comic in a movie. There you go. Affordability. Butter and salt for me. Yeah, I'm trying to live a few extra years, and I don't know what's in that actual butter. That's not real butter. It can't be real butter. If it's real butter, I don't know. But you know what? You got to live your life too. And I will definitely do butter and salt on occasion, just not all the time. He must be a vampire. Love butter popcorn, but I'm not supposed to have it because of polyps. Oh, yeah. Take care of yourself, man. The good things are good, but in moderation. Ah, yes. Denny B does Doom. You hyper focus on parts you're aiming for and just make other parts known to exist for proper context. They're top of their class for a reason. Yes, yes. Um, yeah, not every little thing needs to be touched upon, and I think that's what movies fell into, was not being able to know what's not needed, what the audience can fill in. Give the audience more credit than you do, Hollywood. The audience can and will fill in the gaps, especially those who are used to the medium of film. Okay, and something like the Odyssey, which is pretty well known. I mean, I don't know about the generation now who's going to school, but um, I think our generations have experienced the Odyssey in some form growing up, so we at least know part of the story. So this is like something that you don't have to give us everything. We can fill in the gaps. Give us the scenes that made the Odyssey what it is, what made it so big, which made it so enjoyable, which made it uh, a cultural phenomenon. Is in the zeitgeist. Whatever, however you want to phrase it, frame it. Give us those moments, and I think that's kind of what Mark is saying there too. Is give us the good stuff. You don't have to give us everything, or give us the pertinent stuff, the important stuff, the stuff that makes you want to read the book. All right, let's spin this. It's been up for a long time. Again, this is just to win a duck in the next duck race. That's all this is. Nothing more, nothing less. You win a virtual duck. And Joe, you get a duck. All right. Joe, I think this is your first duck of this month. And if I'm wrong, Joe will let me know. He will find the proof. Joe knows when I'm wrong. Joe will hunt down every time he's won a duck and I've missed it. Joe knows ducks. Like Bo knows baseball. Another one. All right, let's switch gears. I'll go back to a couple of Jason Aaron books. And why are we going to do that? Because I need to put tape on these bags. But we do have the Mighty Thor #1 at the Gates of Valhalla. This kind of came towards the back end of Jason Aaron's run. And there you got Thor, looking at Lady Thor, Jane Foster Thor. The only thing that was keeping Jane Foster alive was Mjolnir and Thor form, because Jane Foster was dying of cancer. Remember those facts. Who knows? One day, maybe this Monday Night Raw books will be Monday Night Raw quiz. Could it happen? I don't know. And then we had Jason Aaron take over Thor and bring back Thor, Man Thor, Guy Thor. Let's see. I was actually digging the colors. I like the coloring of these colors. It's different, and that's what I found interesting, right? Mike Del Mundo on this, right? So it's cool, sometimes we have these like really boss covers and they're all cool and realistic and everything. Sometimes it's cool to just break away from that, deal with different color palettes and kind of, experiment. Can't have everybody doing the same thing, right? I'll tell you what, Hela is a bad ass mother. She's a bamf, right? Hela is just, I like Hela. So I have Hela's first appearance in comics. That's something I collected at Heroes Con, not this year because I missed it, but Heroes Con last year. Picked that up. Not that book, I picked up the first appearance of Hela. No, I think that was a cool. It was a book. It's a book that's cold. Hela hasn't been relevant in 8 years or something like that. I don't know. But to me, it's just a cool character in the Thor mythos. So picked that up, and then we got Thor #4 here. Again, just Del Mundo just doing it like there's shapes here, and it's not very realistic, but you understand what's happening. And Thor he's a god anyway. He's an Asgard. Would our brain ever actually comprehend what was happening if we were on his plane, right? In Asgard or something? Probably not. So pretty cool stuff. Joe doesn't duck around. Ba-dum-bum. Hella cool. We got Pun Central in the house. Hella yeah. All right. Let's see. I do have a couple more Jason Aaron Thors. So why not? This will help me complete taping this, and you guys can take the ride with me. It'll be a hella cool ride. I guarantee it. Oof. Bye-bye. So today I had like a really big craving for a beer. And I haven't drank that beer yet. And we'll see if that craving's still there tomorrow. But, like I don't know why. I was like, I just want a beer. Anybody ever just have a craving? I don't know. Like after this, I might just have like a slice of ice cream cake or something. I don't know. Wanted to rebag and board this one because that bag was a little big. Comics shake around. I know a lot of people like to use Silver Age bags and boards for their current comics because things slide in there a little better. But sometimes when it's too big and then the board doesn't go all the way to the end, I like to swap them out. And then in all honesty, guys, like when I my giveaway books ready, I just I put it in there. Recycle. I'm not going to throw out the bag. If somebody else enjoys these slightly bigger bags, then hey, more power to you. And you guys get them. Cold beer on a hot day, yes. Except unless it's like a porter, something heavy. Though I can do a cold Guinness. I can do a nice cold Guinness on a nice day. I don't even know if I really showed you this book, but pretty cool. Digging the artwork on this Thor series. There you go. Little Angela action. Interesting how Angela came over the Marvel Universe, and it is crazy to think like Stan Lee passed away like 8 years ago, but that's the deal. I remember when these all came out, the Black Bar, Stan Lee, and they did it for a while. Stan was the man. Had to pause for dramatic effect. I met Stan Lee once in my life, and it was probably the most giddy I've ever been. Also, it's one of my most watched videos, at least part 2 of how I got his autograph. Look at that. Odin and Thor chilling out on the bridge. It's going to need some help, though. It's definitely cracking. I don't think I showed you this cover either. I'm just kind of talking to you guys and doing my own thing with the comics. Thor Thor number 11. This was before War of the Realms came out. All right. We'll just finish off the Thor run as we can. Or at least the run that I have. Let's see. Go big or go home. I like a tight bag. Who doesn't like a tight bag? I mean, you can't have it too loose. If things are just sliding around in there, it's not good. It's not good at all. Christina's in the house. What's up, Christina Payne? The big Comic-Con in the sky. What did I walk into? Talking about comic bags. What did Dagger say? I ordered some Odin ones. There you go. Yep, this is my first duck for July. There you go. That's why Joe was gone. He was checking out all the other episodes to make sure. Got Thor number 12. Del Mundo still doing his thing. Thor number 13. I can enjoy a comic like this. Give me a decent story, good writer, good artist, and just let them do their thing. Mike Del Mundo wasn't on this one, but the cover says he was. Here's 14. This is the second printing of issue 14. Here we go. Thor number 15. The Mighty Thor. And what do we got here? Thor number 16. This might have been the end of this series, honestly. Joe is duck checking. Yes, I was. Dagger with the language. Sometimes I miss on my screen. I wonder if it's like a StreamYard thing. I do miss messages sometimes. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. So, Joffrey and Joe, the last two winners. JJ's. An eyelash almost got in there. I can't be sealing the books up with my DNA in there. And here's Jason Aaron and Asad Ribic, and they did King Thor. I didn't say it. What happened to Thor's dog? He's a good boy. He's just chilling there, hanging out. Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. Remember to hit the thumbs up. Yes, please. Please do. All right, let's put these Thor books away. The Jason Aaron collection. Go ahead and pull out some of the newer comics, and this is from a long time ago. This is G.I. Joe number 23. G.I. Joe. I believe 25 is coming out in 3 weeks or so, and it's actually going to pit Joe versus Joe. The Joes have divided. I think Hawk and Duke, if I remember that correctly. I don't know. I haven't read the last 3 issues, but there's some infighting there. Catwoman, by the way, guys, has made it to issue 88. I think they're gonna at least let this run to issue 100 because we're so deep in the game, and then who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do with it? Whether they'll reboot it or not. I mean, I've been kind of reading it since issue 1. I don't know how many other people have. It's been going through a lot of different iterations. We've had several different writers and artists on the book. Even Sean Murphy. I think he dropped the Gordon. Was on the book for a little bit. So mostly female writers on Catwoman, though. But they've done good with the character. They've given Selina Kyle more depth, more personality, more reasons for being. So pretty good stuff. The G.I. Joe green covers, yes. If anyone is interested in doing the hearts for the Comics Curing Cancer Spread the Love, reach out to me for details. I did one last year, guys. It was fun. It was I wouldn't say it was a lot. A lot of pressure on myself to do one that was worthy of being there. And the owner of my heart currently is Christina Payne. So thank you, Christina, for thinking it was worthy. We're not worthy. All right, guys, what else? We got Amazing Spider-Man 31. Some stuff happening in Spider-Man that's kind of retconning some stuff and some stuff like that. There was like some upheaval and then there wasn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem like Amazing Spider-Man itself is in the hearts and minds of enough comic book people for them to really care anymore. Absolute Batman, number 21. We kind of get the Two-Face and the Penguin character really coming through in this book, and this, like the final iteration of what those characters will be and how they're going to interact. So that's what we get in that one. Very cool idea for sure. I want one. I'll hit you up. Yes. There you go. Bobby's definitely one of the community members who does art and does it well. Right? Bobby, you do the mixed media stuff, and I think doing one of these wooden hearts is right down your alley. The Bobby Delgado special. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's go ahead and no, I'm kidding. I need at least one sealed for myself. Look, we emptied another comic bag. Isn't that cool? I am very happy about that. All right, let's see. Have a good night, Cup of Comics, and everybody in the live chat. I have to get some sleep because I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning for work. See you guys around YouTube and such. Yeah, Robert, have a great night, Pops. Good to see you hanging around. And yeah, get that sleep. Gotta get up at 4:30. Good grief, Charlie Brown. I will definitely be buying more cool stuff this year for C3. There you go. Comics Curing Cancer. Let's go. Yeah, C3 is coming. It's big. For me, C3 and New York Comic Con and all that happen so close to each other that it's rough. But the last 2 years, I've tried to buy some stuff. Last 2 years. But my work schedule sucked on the weekends. This year, I don't know what it's going to be like. Maybe I can come out, at least on the Sunday, try to buy some stuff, snatch some stuff up. I don't know. Got some pretty cool ASM comics a couple of years ago. All right, let's give away another duck because we need to get these ducks out the door. And Bobby, I think you're already entered because it was hashtag 616. And we have one entry. Here you go, guys. Comics Curing Cancer. Go ahead, hit that link. It'll link you over to the Comics Curing Cancer website. Christina Payne dropping links. Like, pick a good shake. Gilchrist Alexander drops dimes. I don't know. Assists. Like Patty Mahomes drops touchdowns. Quebec City Comic Con is on my birthday this year. Well, then happy birthday to you, Dagger. They clearly did the Comic Con for you. Would that be cool if they were like, you know what? Dagger needs a win on his birthday. Boom. And real quick, guys, take a look at the Comics Curing Cancer has actually done some exclusive comics this year. And here's some of the exclusives. Posters, covers, art books. Right? This Batwoman cover is pretty cool. The Witchblade, number 22. This Martin Zavala cover B. That's great. Matt Wilson cover D sold out. Right? The Absolute Batman. You got last year's here. They still got a few David Sanchez covers. So there you go, guys. Check it out. What's it all about? All right. So I'll leave that up for just a few more minutes. And in the meantime, yes. I hope so too. CBC Awards. Yeah, we did touch upon that earlier, guys, but the CBC Awards is out. Don't forget to click that. Like we were talking about, feel free to nominate your faves out there. The people who bring joy in lives. I keep getting this villain token. Like everything I open has the same villain token. I feel like this is the token. That's the token you're always going to get. And let's see, what's the land card? Oh, that's a cool land. These are like full art land cards. So this looks like Iron Man's mansion on the cliff. Cool beans. All right. Let's see what we get while we wait for everybody to put in their hashtag. Or maybe new people who come on in. This focus. There you go. Got a little Thanos in that card. This is a common card, but I don't know if I've seen Visions of Villainy yet. Let's see. Yes, I am Iron Man. Yes. Go nuts. A little Squirrel Girl action there. What else? Kree Sentinel. A Kree Sentinel? Ain't that some bull-ish? What else? Surveillance Room. That's a land. With some Samuel L. Jackson there. Ghost Spectral Saboteur. That's uncommon. White Widow Free Agent. That's another uncommon card. And then, you got Madame Mask. That's also uncommon. Getting towards the rare. Next one should be a rare card, I think. We have White Tiger there. Ah, yes. Heroic Deeds with The Thing. Oh, and there's our shiny foily card with Titania, Rugged Rumbler. And again, she's beating up on She-Hulk. That's the second card I think we've seen where She-Hulk's getting beat up by Titania. Titania is an uncommon card. That's 3 packs we opened up tonight, guys. I don't know if there's anything like super spectacular in there, but who knows? There might be. All right, let's see what other links were dropped. So we had the CBC Awards, Bobby Delegato. The link there, go check out Bobby. Joffrey was a link. Right, you got Dagger, Joe, Pops. Speaking of Marvel, did anyone see the Doomsday trailer today? Joe, I did not, but I saw it was out, and I plan on going to watch it. Legion of Comics, Joffrey, Christina Payne's Instagram, the most important Instagram, dropped right here. She-Hulk rocks. We love some She-Hulk. Just you, Cuppy. Yeah. And don't forget to spread the love, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and spin this. Let's see who wins. I got so many tabs open over here now. It's crazy. All right, third duck of the night, guys. And then midnight's coming. Christina Payne, look at that. Christina, spread the love. You got in there and you won. Let me add you to the list. That's Christina Payne's first duck of the month. She'd like to thank the Academy. All right. I do need to look real quick at the final order cutoff books because tonight is the last night to get them in. So I'll take you guys on this journey with me. And if you don't like this journey, well, you're free to leave. Woot woot for Christina, or whoop whoop whoop. There it is. All right, so I like to go to Cover Price, and they're one of the people I like to check out for OC books. These are books that will be coming out in several weeks. If you pre-order them now, though, you kind of guarantee yourself a chance at getting them. So sometimes we look for books that could be sold out. So like Absolute Batman here, I have a sub to it anyway, so I don't have to worry about it. But I wouldn't rush to, FOC Batman at this point. They're printing so many copies. As long as you get to the comic book store within like the first 3 or 4 days, 2 to 3 days, maybe the first day, depending on how popular the book is and how small or large your shop is, you should be able to get this book at least. With that being said, there is the introduction of Absolute Clayface in this book. So if you're an Absolute Clayface fan, might be worth picking up. More of an odyssey than a journey. Takes a little bit to get to the store, huh? Gargoyles #1 is coming out. Greg Weisman is writing this book. And why is that important? Because Greg Weisman is the original writer for Gargoyles. The original creator. Let's not just say writer. Original creator of Gargoyles. So he gets to take over the Gargoyle book and kind of do his own spin with the Gargoyles. And as I yawn, that's as my brain lacks oxygen there. I was going to say something about Gargoyles, but it's cool for Gargoyles because they rebooted it first off, and you have the creator, now doing the book. So G.I. Joe number 25. This has got a wraparound cover. Let's say I clicked it and it just made it smaller. Anyway, let's see if I can do this. There it is. Boom. Yeah, it's a wraparound cover. So you got Joe against Joe. A lot of action. These two became friends, CoverGirl and Baroness. Roadblock's a good cook. She brought a spear to a gunfight. Anyway, yeah, G.I. Joe 25. That's the kind of book that I'm at least interested in reading. That should be a good read. What else? You got Something's Killing the Children, number 50, Landmark, 50th issue, and Return of Erica Slaughter. All right. Finally returned to the present day following the extended tribulation story. I think I said Jessica Slaughter earlier. I meant Erica Slaughter, but whatever. The milestone, numbering, and meaningful progression of Erica's story make this our top FOC priority of the week. Because it's an indie book, I might agree with them that Something is Killing the Children number 50 is kind of a must pick up. But a lot of times milestones, especially with Marvel and DC, don't really mean much. You know, they don't do much for the books. They don't really carry out full stories. They try to make them oversized, so they invite a bunch of writers to come in and artists to make multiple stories so they can sell a more expensive book because it's issue 50. Kind of pisses me off these days, right? It's the same formula every time we reach a milestone. With that being said, this is not Marvel or DC, so I'll give Boom the benefit of the doubt. It looks like there's just one writer and one artist on it. And we'll see where Something is Killing the Children goes. Yeah, hard to believe, huh? Baroness and CoverGirl became good friends. I mean, yeah, the fact that Baroness is like a Joe, I keep waiting for the turn. And I feel like they're just not going to do it because you're waiting for the turn. Joe versus Joe. Can't we all just get along? No. Joe, you can never get along. It's the Energon universe. Anything can happen. Very true. Me versus me. My money is on Joe for that one, Bobby. I got Joe. What else? We got Uncanny X-Men number 34. Gail Simone's writing that. Cool cover. Possible for, it says, first appearance of Repent. Gambit's condition continues to deteriorate as Rogue turns to an unexpected and unreliable source for help. Is anybody really reading the X-Men anymore? Like, they've done so many weird things with the X-Men that I think people have just given up. And it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. What else? Fireborn number 4. Apparently Fireborn's been a good read. It's only on issue 3, but it seems to have a pretty good following. And it's a spin-off of Lost Fantasy. So, I don't know. What else? Yummy! Number 1. Let's see. I love James Bond action thrillers, but mixing comedy and pop culture reference is right down my alley. My Keith S. writer, an affiliate of Cover Price, he wrote that. Yeah, this might be something to check out just for fun. I mean, if you like spy espionage, and apparently they put some comedy in there, why not? Here's some of the cover. I mean, it's an interesting cover. I just don't know if that cover is like like these are cover picks. I don't know. I don't know if this cover, if anybody has an opinion, is worth like a pickup. Like is this? I mean, I get it. Like the absolute Batman looms over the city, right? Like he's not actually a giant. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a must get cover. If you think it's cool, that's cool too. I can see maybe why you think it's cool, but to me, I don't think it is like a must pick up. Absolute Catwoman number 3. Who doesn't like Catwoman being a contortionist? Yeah, I guess it's a cool cover. I'm trying to see what this is. That like Soul? Did she steal Superman's cape? Like, what is this? And is that she have a pin to a grenade? I think that's what that is. Right, she's got some kind of grenade in her hand. So I don't know. Tartarian Batman. She is always very flexible. I mean, she's a cat burglar, right? That's what she does. All right, I think with this Action Comics, they're just trying to make you cry. Got young Superboy there, or Superman, holding Pops, who seems to have had better days. I don't know. None of those covers were hitting me. Well, apparently, I've been logged out, so I have to log back in. Well, I don't know why that happened. Thanks, cover price. I even clicked the little thing that says, please keep me logged in. But for some reason, it logs me out. All right. I don't know if I found anything that I must absolutely, positively order while we've been looking at the list. But we're logged back in. Might as well finish it off while we're here. Like Yummy, okay. Maybe I'll check that out. Something's killing the children. I already get that. What else we got? The Sumerian. All right, that's cool. Playface. Maybe. I like this one. That kind of brings me back to Batman the Animated Series. What? Batman the Animated Series. Oh, and it's Del Mundo. Look, this guy right here. Van, a writer. Del Mundo remains one of the most creative artists in comics. I try to pick up everything he does. So this is an easy choice. See, it's like Del Mundo. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. He's good. Oh, look at this. Like almost an X-ray cover from Jock. I've heard Daredevil's pretty good. I should probably jump back in. Gabriel Del Otto. So my comic shop actually set up its own like online website portal, which is pretty cool because it's called myfavoritecomic.com. Now I can't really share it. I didn't set it up to share it with you this time. Basically, because it's on a different browser. Maybe in the future I could show you how I pull my subs over the internet from my comic store without ever having to contact my comic shop. So right now, I'm going to go look for this Jock cover because I actually like that. And I have to find it because there's so many things that popped up. All right, it's looking for number ones for me. And I've never really looked for anything other than number ones because I usually sub at issue number 1. So I'm going to try to see if it'll let me find issue number 6. Right. Let's see, Daredevil. Sort newest. This says number 1s. I don't want that. Yeah, if you guys could see what I see here, you might understand why I'm like, what is happening right now? All right. It's got every Daredevil series that's pretty much come out in the last 5 years, maybe 8. So I may have to come back to this. Or can I do... Doesn't take numbers, which is weird. All right, I'll stop exposing you guys to my trials and tribulations because I don't think you guys need to go through this with me. Anyway, I'm gonna look for this Daredevil number 6 when I get off with you guys. What else we got here? Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. All right, this is a cool cover. Got the Gunslinger on fire. Exquisite Corpses. Rascal Randy number 2. What else we got? The Fury of Firestorm. Some G.I. Joe. And so forth. Queen in Black, number 3. Something's Killing the Children, number 50. That's the reveal, J. Scott Campbell. That actually, people may actually go after that. I think that's one of those books that it's definitely not going to lose cover price. Yeah, Daredevil and Gunslinger. I agree with you. I have not been reading this Ultimate stuff. I have to look at that. These are some facsimiles. This is a second printing. Facsimile. This is the anniversary director's cut. Second printing of Daredevil number 4. Excommunicated number 1. Third printing. These are all like third printings and reprints and new printings. Facsimiles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1 gets a 2026 facsimile. Here's some new series coming out. Batman and Robin Year 1 Dynamic Duos number 1. Living Corpses, Hex Files number 1. Quested, Regicide. What If, another What If, and Yummy. All right, guys. So you took a little ride with me. I'm going to try to look for the Daredevil and probably get the Gunslinger. I already subscribed to Gunslinger, so I'm just going to grab that cover of Gunslinger. All right. So we looked at some comics. We got through a comic bag. We looked at a bunch of Jason Aaron Thor books. I'm not done. I still have a bunch of books to go through. I will show you this one, though. I picked this up at a really good price. This was going for like $80. My comic book shop guy hooked me up. So, but I got the secret variant of Comics the Magazine with Spawn 77 on it. So that was pretty cool. Did not spend anywhere near $80 on it either. So thanks, Dagger. I appreciate it. I try to make good calls. I don't always. But when I do, it's on a comic book. All right, guys, we're going to head out. But you know how we do. We are going to head out tonight. We hope you guys had an excellent time with us. And with us, I just mean me. With we, because I'm on Venom now. But no, it was a good time, guys. I hope everybody has a great night. Bobby, thank you for being here. Dagger, always a pleasure. Joe, pleasure. Christina, pleasure to have you here. We had Legion dropped by. Mark was here, so that was awesome. Joffrey, Rob, Pops was here. Kind of scrolling to see if I missed any, but hopefully I didn't you all. So, shout out to Kenneth Bird. Condolences to Kenneth Bird for his dog passed away. So if you see him in the chats, just say sorry for your loss. And that's it, guys. Yes. Everyone have a blessed night. Thank you so much, Joffrey. Appreciate you being here, guys. And I will catch you possibly next week. I travel next week, so we'll see. I might do like a afternoon delight or a morning show, maybe a Sunday night show. Who knows? What time is it? It's peace out time, but also game time. Rhino time? Rhino time. No ducks were harmed in the making of this show. Bad timing for the Rhino. It's never a bad time, just not the right time. You know what though, guys, because before I head out, let's just do one last, for those of you who want to hang around for a second, we're going to do one last duck giveaway because next week's show is in flux and I'm not sure about me doing the live to give away the duck. Like, we'll have some content, but if it's going to be live or not sure. So let's go ahead and give away a fourth duck tonight, so you guys can get that last duck. A trip to Colorado. I wish I was going to Colorado. So before you head out, if you want to, put in hashtag last duck. Oh, and I totally forgot to talk about it, guys. Let me bring it up real quick over here. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, that we're still doing the giveaway. We're still doing the 1,000 sub giveaway. The book isn't here. I swear one day I'm going to pull the book so you guys can see it. What's in the box? Yes, look at that unboxing. But yes, in that video, right after this video, I reveal what book we're giving away. Alright, so we got this unboxing. Not only are we going to unbox something right now, this is a product that is similar to some other products I've got in comic book. I talk about it. It's also my first PSA slab. I'll tell you that much. So that was an unboxing for that. But all right, last ducks. I think everybody's in who wants to be in there. So we're gonna go ahead and spin this. Spin it, win it, get it, get it, get it, gets it. Dagger gets one. Dagger gets a duck. All right, Dagger. Dagger duck. So, all right, Dagger, congratulations. All right, guys, now we can head out. That's it. When this show is over, go ahead and put in hashtag 1K, and you will get another entry. Another entry. Another one. Right on, this is what I'm talking about. Another one. And you'll get another entry into my 1K giveaway. All right? Don't worry, we'll be giving that one very soon. And by very soon, I mean within a couple of months. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you on the flip side. Another one. And yeah, peace, deuces. Hey, by the way, it was Rhino's birthday last week, so or a couple of days ago. So wish the Rhino a happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday, Rhino! Happy birthday on another one. Another birthday. Another one. All right, guys. It has been great. We will check you later. Birthday! There you go. Happy birthday to the Rhino. Drinks in Vegas. Soon, my friend, soon. We can't be stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Get it, get it. Yes, we may have to change our usual schedule of when we go. I mean, it's still going to be in the summer during your break, but I don't know if we can do it in May the way we've been doing it. Might have to do it in June or July. It really depends. We're starting a new job. We'll see how it goes. But either way, happy B-Day. All right, guys. Peace. Deuces. We're out. Ka-ching. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for Monday Night Books. And, yeah, and the rest of it. Dagger, you missed all the Marvel cards we opened up. We had some Marvel cards in here. Nothing. I wouldn't say anything spectacular. A few foilies. Some 40-cent rares. The usual. Nothing too crazy in this. But I did open up one of these in case anybody wants to see it. The video's up. Gift bundle. Did it live. So that was fun. And the big pull everybody's looking for is that Mind Stone. So be on the lookout for that. So we're out. Peace, deuces. Everybody have a great week. Thank you, Bobby. It should be a good one, or at least interesting. My first day on the job, I'm traveling. Like literally get on a plane day one. So we'll see. Not typical, but interesting. And yeah, don't forget Comics Curing Cancer's coming up. The CBC Awards are coming up. The Black Order Club, check them out for the raffle. Black Order Club also trying to fight cancer, doing a fundraiser in its own right. So yeah, definitely check those things out, guys. And we will see you next time. Deuces.